Hi everybody, it is your girl Monique and welcome back to my channel. If you're oldie but goodie, welcome back. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, thank you for tuning in. On this channel, there is no pretense, so you can consider me your auntie, just spreading my knowledge to you. So today is a fun video because I got a chance to do what I love to do, which is thrifting. And you know, I consider myself a professional thrifter. So with that being said, if that's the type of video you like, you definitely need to keep watching. Guys, so right off the bat, I just always like to let you know that this stuff that I purchased is actually, I consider it transitional pieces. And if you don't know what transitional pieces, it's like those pieces that you wear in the in-between weather. It is not quite fall gear, but it is starting to get cooler at night. And what's good about the transitional pieces is because these pieces can be worn going towards the fall, but also layered up to go towards the winter. So right off the bat, none of these items were purchased all at the same time. They were purchased these last few months. And one of the things that I absolutely love buying at the thrift store are jeans. Not just any kind of jeans, men's jeans. So I was able to find not one, not two, but 3 pairs of my favorite style men's jeans, which is like just the traditional straight leg pair of jeans. There's nothing fancy about them, but what I love about these type of jeans is that for someone like myself that is mid-size, that has an apron belly, these work perfectly. And if you want to see a fashion hack of the type of jeans that I'm referring to, of how it can give you the illusion of a flatter stomach when you got an apron belly, then you definitely need to comment down below. If I get enough comments, then I'll definitely do another video showing you some of my fashion hacks for us plus size, sexy size. I don't like calling it plus size. I like to call it sexy size, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see that type of style. But I digress. The type of jeans that I got, one pair was like this. These are more like cargo jeans. It has, you know, the cargo jean pocketing on the side of the hips and everything. The name of the brand of this is called Faded Glory. Faded Glory is sold in Walmart. So the sizing, if you didn't know, the sizing for men is definitely different than the sizing for women. Women starts at 00 and it can go up to 26, 28 like that. Men's sizing starts at the 20s and it goes up. Then their sizing is based on their waist and the length is based on their height. So the 36 is the 36 for my waist and the 34 is the length. Now, I am short, so obviously the 34 is way too long, but I could not resist getting me a pair of cargo pants. These were $6.99, and of course, I got them for half off the $6.99. Now, this chain did not come with the jeans, but I was just showing a demonstration of how you can change up the style of the jeans if you feel like, oh no, I could not wear men's jeans because they're not feminine looking enough. And that is, you know, showing you that. Another pair I got was these right here. They're also considered the straight leg style. It is a dark wash, and these are Levi's. Now, if you know anything about Levi's, Levi's is tested and true. Their jeans are so expensive on their website and regular stores, but at the thrift store, I paid $3.99, and guess what? It was half off the $3.99. These are also a 36 waist, but the length is 30, so these fit me perfectly. And the last pair of jeans that I got was these pair right here. They're also that straight leg look, and they're mid-wash. These are also a pair of Levi's jeans, the same size. These ones are 36 waist, 32 length. What I liked about these is that it already had the distressing on it. It has distress in the front pocket. It has a distress in the back pocket. And you know, if you're the kind of person that wants a little bit more cuts and stuff like that, you know, there's a ton of videos out there that show you how you can distress your jeans, how you can style them up and make them unique how you want it to wear. So another item that I purchased was this cargo skirt right here. Now, the reason why I got this, I really consider this a trendy piece. I really consider it a trendy piece because at one point, cargo style joggers, pants, jeans had become so big, and now it's kind of like fade in the background. But jeans are always a staple. And what I liked about these is that yes, it does have the oversized pockets on the sides of the hip and the leg. And even though it is a skirt, it is giving you that pencil style, meaning a straight style. That is the pencil style. It does have a front split in the front, and it has a ton of stretch. Now, these are in a size large. This has so much stretch that I wish if I had purchased this at the store, I could have got a medium. That's how much good stretch is in there. This is Wild and Fable, and you know they sell Wild and Fable in Target, which I do not shop at anymore. If you know, like I know, I don't shop there. So, another item that I found at the thrift store was this blousey peasant sleeve blouse that's cropped. It has the elasticized backing, so you can see it has so much stretch in the back. It has ruching in the front, a drapery, and it also has these strings if you want to crop it even more by pulling the string in the front. And like I said, it is a peasant sleeve blouse with a um, boat neck shape. The shirt is a size 2XL. This is perfect for me, especially if you want to wear something crop and you're busty. You want the crop, but you don't want to, put everything on display. It gives you, what I learned is if you buy it your exact size, it's not going to give you the dramatic look that you want, especially if you're busty. You want it to have that crop look, but you don't want it clinging to the skin. You want it to look like how it looks on the models, which is a looser fit. Another item that I purchased was this off the shoulder, um, off the shoulder. I call it bled floral print because if you look at the material, it doesn't look vibrant. It looks like it's been washed a gazillion times, but that's actually how the fabric looks. So I call it the bled floral print because it's not as vibrant as the other shirt, but it does give you that illusion of a vintage style. I definitely love wearing these type of shirts because it is off the shoulder, but it's fitted everywhere else. So if I'm wearing a high-waisted pair of jeans or skirt, it is the best. The rule of thumb is if you're doing tight up top, you do loose down below. If you do tight down below, then you want loose at the top. Not unless you're wearing like a bodycon or something. So that first shirt was $3.99, and I got it half off the $3.99. And this shirt was actually $2.99, and I got it half off the $2.99. So what haul would not be fun unless I got myself a couple of ratchet t-shirts? Now you think ratchet t-shirts or a t-shirt in general is not really transitional, but you could throw this over, you could throw the t-shirt on over with a pair of jeans and throw a blazer over it, a jacket over it. And that's why I consider a t-shirt like a universal thing that could be worn all year round and layered up and layered down. So this shirt was $2.99. I got it half off the $2.99, but I love what it said. It said first of all, fix your eyebrows. How many times have you spoken to someone and their face is so expression? Their face tells on them all the time. Their face is always telling on them. So another graphic ratchet tee that I got was also $2.99. But what I like about it is that when you read what it says, it really has you thinking like, what do they mean? And it really is like a mind twister. And it's this one right here. I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin, former roommate. So who am I? So if you know the answer, please leave the answer down below. So another piece that I got that's gearing towards the fall and winter is this gorgeous cream color. It's not coming off as good as it is in person. Um, it's a hooded sweatshirt with the kangaroo pouch. But what I loved about it was that it has the tribal print around the hood, and it also has the tribal print decoration around the kangaroo pouch of the sweatshirt. And I also love that the string that tightens the hood is the faux suede with beads and tassels on it. So it gives it that really adorable look. I absolutely love that. Now this sweatshirt was actually $7.99, but I still was able to get the $7.99 half off. So my last clothing item is this jacket right here. Now these jackets were really big in the 90s, the late 90s, early 90s. If you are a fan of In Living Color, they show those type of jackets all the time. I'll try to insert a picture right here. These jackets were super popular. The name of them were called bombers because they were kind of cropped and kind of thick, but not too thick. And these were definitely transitional jackets. Now, this one is not a vintage style, but as you can see, it has a lot going on. It has a patchwork look with all these different designs on them, floral, paisley, dark floral. It is a mixture of so many different prints done in a smooth style patchwork. And of course, it has the ribbing around the neck. It also has the ribbing around the sleeves. And I purchased this for $6.99. I got it half off. And believe it or not, the way that the tag is on there is attached by a string. And that indicates to you that this jacket is actually reversible. So if you're not into that all in your face print, you can always turn it inside out and have the all black version. And if you see the black version, it has a soft quilted look. So the jacket is really lightweight. I would not wear this in the winter unless I was wearing it under a coat or something like that, but it allows you to use it as a transitional piece. So that's what I loved about that. And as I mentioned, it was $6.99. Of course, I got it half off that $6.99. Hey guys, so let me show you the accessories that I purchased. I showed you the clothes. So the first thing I wanted to show you was these pilgrim style knee boots. Now I call them pilgrim style because of course it has that buckle in the front, and it also has a flap right there. If you are plus size, lovely, sexy chickie like myself, then you know the bane of our existence when we're trying to get a knee boot is that it does not fit our calf size. So what I like about these are that they were wide calf friendly. The only thing is it doesn't have that little cut right there with the elastic to give it just a smidget more extra room. There is no stretch to this, and these are unfortunately not real leather, but for the low of $11 and then paying half off the $11, it was worth it because these type of boots with the platform heel is just one of those kind that it goes with so many things. And with it gearing towards the fall and winter, I will definitely be able to transition that into other stuff. So another pair that another pair that I purchased was these clog shoes right here. Now, what I like about them is they giving you that bohemian look, number one. Number two, this color right here, which is like a soft ruby color, like in the burgundy family, is giving you that bohemian look. So I really can see myself wearing it with my flare skirts, with my bohemian dresses, you know, to up to a certain extent. Because even though it is a open heel sandal, what I love about it is, number one, this is leather, the shoe itself, but the heel is like a plastic cord, making it so that it's very lightweight. I paid $7.99 for these, and yes, even though I left the sticker on the bottom, that's just because I didn't get a chance to wear them. They have been sanitized, they have been cleaned off, they have been wash, because I know some people really feel some type of way about wearing someone else's shoe when it comes to thrifting. Like, I can wear their clothes, but I'm not sure about wearing someone else's shoe. And I digress. You know, it's certain things that the shoe has to check off for my standards for me to buy it. And the first thing I do is sanitize that shoe, so I can understand the hesitancy of getting that type of shoe. But the reason why I said consider these transitional, because you can always still wear these with a pair of tights, opaque tights or stockings, and still rock a look. So my last shoe is these right here. Now, what I loved about these, and forgive me, these look like Uggs, but these is Fugs. These are fake Uggs. What I liked about them is that it has that platform look. These are actually suede. It's like a soft suede on the top. The bit of the shoe is also suede with this adjustable buckle. I love how the shoe looks. These are actually a size 8. And I think one of the reasons why they probably got rid of these shoes is because even though these, I wear a size 7, they are cut kind of small. And I'm not sure if it's because of the size of the platform. You see how thick that is. And this is the thickness of the entire shoe. So that could be a reason why they're smaller in size than they would normally be. And I paid $9.99 for these, and they were actually half off. That I purchased was this right here. This is like Marc Jacobs bag, and it has so many zippers. It's like a small size tote. It just has the handle strap. Now, if it had a shoulder strap, the shoulder strap did not come with it, but you know you can get those online, or you can take it off another bag that has removable straps and add it yourself. It is that vinyl material, so it's easily able to be wiped off. I thought it was so cute because it's so tiny. I purchased this for $13.49, and I did get this half off the $13.49. And yeah, it's just a cute black tote there. So my very last accessory item is something that I hold dear in my heart. Now, I love these kind of hats. If you know what kind of hat this is, then you a smart cookie. So this is called a Greek fisherman's cap. Um, if you look at it, it has that soft braiding all around the perimeter of the hat. It has that braided cord around the front. Now, if you ever seen the old movie, you'll see the Greek men sitting on the side of a cafe, and all of them are kind of wearing this kind of cap. Also, just because it says a fisherman cap, it doesn't mean necessarily that you have to be a fisherman nor a captain of a boat. But these are the styles of hats like that. Now, I know you have seen different ones, like from cruises and stuff like that, but this one is the Greek one because it's a smaller shape and a tighter fit. I like the inside because it has that satin material, because this is wool. This is 85% wool, 15% nylon. It has a rubber part right here for the forehead. So that means that that rubber is not rubber. I keep saying it's rubber, but it's not rubber. It's more like a faux leather material that can easily be wiped off. You understand what I mean? So as a woman who wears makeup, and if I get makeup on the inside of my cap, that's something I could just wipe right off. You understand what I mean? This is a size 7, and that's the circumference of my head, so it fits perfectly. And this was brand spanking new. It still has the tissue paper around the perimeter of the hat to keep the shape of it. I got this hat for $3.99. And yes, I was able to get this hat half off. So that's basically it. I hope that you enjoyed this type of video. Unfortunately, this is not a try on haul, but if in the future you want to see my thrift hauls with the try on haul, then definitely leave a comment down below. You definitely have to do some interaction. That way I know what type of videos that you like. Don't hesitate to send out that positivity by putting and giving me a thumbs up and sharing. If you want to, you can follow me on Instagram. I post from there all the time, more so than I do videos. You know, I'm trying to get back into my mojo, so forgive me if I'm not looking directly at you and I'm looking all over the place. Your girl trying, so you know, have some grace for me. So yeah, that's the end of this video, and once again, thanks for watching. Bye guys.